Danielle with Trinity Readings, and we are going to do the Pisces Weekly Tarotscope. This will be for July 1st through the 7th. So, we're going to pull some oracle cards for you and see what your strongest energy for the week is. And then we'll just go further. Alright, let's see what you got going on. I love this. Okay, so you have the Angel of Balance card along with the Rest and Rejuvenate card, and then you have the Journey card in the middle. So, sorry. It's almost like you are about to make a big change in your life. You're about to kind of step into something maybe even unknown. But you're in this kind of place of stillness right now. You're not, there's no action right at the moment, but I think it's because you are taking time to get grounded, get everything together in a positive way. So really peaceful energy. It could be that you've just overcome something very difficult and you are kind of taking time to rest. There's a lot of blue, which is communication. It's also peace. It's serenity. Let's clarify these and see what we get. I'm really surprised you guys are getting such peaceful energy. We have Mars just went into Aries, and Mars is ruled by Aries, and that's that very intense energy. It's very kind of action-oriented energy. And so all of the readings this week have been just very intense, but yours is just, it's really nice. It's a nice change. All right, let's see what this balance card is. Okay, so you have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and then you have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So I think what this is saying is you are seeing something with the Nine of Cups. You're seeing kind of that glimpse of happiness. You're seeing something that you're really wanting to manifest for yourself. It's something that you really want to go after. With the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, you've been putting in a lot of work. You've been dealing with a lot of struggles, probably even working very hard to kind of get yourself in a grounded place. You could have been working very hard towards this particular thing. And this is something that you've maybe even been waiting for. You've been putting a lot of effort into this, and it's been kind of like nothing has really moved forward in the way that you want it to. And you're finally seeing a glimpse of it, especially with this Journey card. You're seeing more possibilities with this. But you've also been, through a lot of difficulties. You've pushed through a lot, so you're just wanting to kind of maybe gain your balance, get grounded before you take this step forward. Let me see what this journey card is. You might be in the process of kind of making a decision, or maybe kind of even planning on how you can get to this point. It's almost like you're maybe even like waiting for a sign. Yeah, oh, you have the Lover's card. So it's possible that you've connected to your soulmate. You know, you might be moving towards a really solid connection with another person. Give me one more. 10 of Swords. You might be going back and forth about this relationship. With the Queen of Wands and the Emperor, that's Aries energy. It's a very strong passion. It's very strong desire. It's kind of also being in that energy of standing in your power, of knowing what you want, and really like taking charge and going after it. But then you also have the Two of Wands with the 10 of Swords. And the Two of Wands is being a little bit fearful about making a decision. And it's, the 10 of Swords is something that has ended like, in a really bad way. So it could be that you've really had your heart broken in past relationships. It could be that there was a lot of difficulties in this connection in general. This is really somebody who has gone through a lot of pain in relationships. And so, you might be connecting with somebody and you really see a lot of, you really feel a strong connection to this person, especially with this Queen of Wands. That's a really passionate connection. That's a really strong desire. But in the same sense, with the Nine of Cups and the Lover's card, this is, somebody that is kind of like everything. This is somebody that you feel that there's a lot of growth in this connection. You feel that, you both have like the same vision, like you both have the same desires. You feel a lot of strength in this connection. You just feel like this person is everything that you wanted. And so with that, with this Emperor card, again, you could be just wanting to get yourself grounded. And there could just be like a little bit of hesitancy in taking that step forward, because of a fear of failure, because this card, is a fear of failure. Why can't I say that? Failure. Because failure should not be a word, right? I feel like in past relationships, people have maybe overstepped their boundaries with you. If you look, like she's just drawing bigger and bigger circles around herself. It's like you've had to build a wall around you bigger and bigger and bigger, maybe because of past relationships. So I think that, you're really wanting to move forward in this. You're really feeling good within this connection. You're seeing this as wish fulfillment. But in the same sense, it's like that, you've gone through so much in the past. It's like not wanting to go through the same thing again, especially with this rest and rejuvenate card. Because again, I feel that you've gone through a lot of healing within yourself, and then you have this Hanged Man. It's the Hanged Man is you. It's the card of sacrifice. And I feel that that's how you've been in past relationships. You've made a lot of sacrifices. And so I feel that maybe that's where that hesitancy is. Okay, so let's get one more on this. Wow, I love this. Yeah, with the Eight of Wands and the Empress card, this is, the Empress card is that card of unconditional love. It's that card of abundance. The Eight of Wands is that very strong desire, that passion to move forward. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration. So you could be really wanting to embrace this connection. With the Seven of Wands, you might feel blocked from this in some way, shape, or form. But this is also kind of an energy of trying to kind of stand in your power, in a sense. It could be that you might see a lot of, you might be anticipating that you're going to have to, go through a little bit to move this connection forward. But I feel overall you're just kind of in this energy of really wanting to get grounded, to really feel confident in this, to really, again, because I feel that this is a very, very strong connection. And so you just want to be in that good peace of mind. And again, you could be hesitating taking action because you're wanting to kind of like wait for a sign from the universe or, or something to that effect. All right, let's go further and see what else we get. So let's see your energy coming into this. Yeah, this Mask card is just like not sure what step to take. It's kind of an energy of not really being sure if you can trust it. And that makes sense because you've gone through pain in the past. There's a lot of hidden in this that you're uncertain of. You see the sun, like you see the positivity in it, you see the hope in it, but at the same time there's such an unknown aspect that you might be struggling with that. One more. But you have the Star card. And so the Star card to me would indicate that you see more optimism in this than anything. You have the Star card twice, if I'm not mistaken, or you have the Nine of Cups. One more. Wow, yeah. You definitely, with the Tree card and the Star card, you definitely want to really get this grounded. You really see a lot of hope in this. This is something that you've been dreaming about for a long time. This is something you've been wanting for a long time. And it maybe you have not got this grounded in the way that you want. And so that, again, with this Mask card, that's kind of like the struggle right now, is that there's so much that is unknown. And so there's a little bit of hesitancy there. But I do feel that with the Star and this Tree card, that you're seeing more hope in this than anything. Again, with the Star card, you might be waiting for that clear message from the universe. You might have prayed for a sign. You might have been praying for guidance on how to move this forward. The Star card does also indicate healing. So you might be just in this place where, again, you want to get grounded. You want to feel confident. Give me one more on the Mask card. Ten of Cups. Wow. Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. That's that long-term commitment. So you see a long-term future with this person. You really, you really want, this is like, somebody that you want to have a very solid commitment with. You feel a lot of emotional fulfillment with this person. What's the unknown? You have the Queen of Cups, which is about trusting in your intuition. That's unconditional love. What's the unknown? King of Wands and Wheel of Fortune. It's, the Wheel of Fortune is a big change. It's a big shift in your life. The King of Wands is going after something that you're passionate about. I do notice that this is a unicorn, which to me is kind of like, it's a mythical creature. So it might be that, it seemed like it's something that's been so out of reach for you, but I feel that you have a lot of desire for it. I feel that you and this person both have a lot of desire. And with the Ten of Cups, the feelings in this connection are very mutual. All right, let's see what is coming towards you this week. You have the House, you have the Snake, and you have the Tower. The House indicates that, a new beginning in a relationship. It indicates a lot of comfort. It indicates kind of opening the doors to it. The Tower card, the Tower, this Tower is different than the Tower in the Tarot. It indicates stability. It indicates structure. The Snake card is temptation. Let me see what else we get with this. Yeah, the Four of Wands is the same as this. Oh, that's 2 fours, which is comfort, which is stability, which is structure. I think that with the High Priestess, again, the High Priestess is kind of that unknown. There's a lot of unknown. I think the High Priestess has that deep knowing. The High Priestess knows that she can trust in her intuition. But again, there's that it's not physically in your, it, you feel it, but there's no physical proof, or physical validation. The Four of Wands is that card of, that soulmate connection, but I do notice in this deck that they're on this kind of wheel. So I do feel that there is hesitancy in stepping out of that comfort zone because you don't want to repeat the same cycle. It might be the person that you're connecting with also. They might be a little hesitant in that. Give me one more on the High Priestess. There's a fear of heartache. Yeah. Because with the World card, this is a big deal. It requires, ending one cycle of your life and stepping into a new cycle. It requires a big change. So what does the Snake represent? Okay, so you have the Justice and you have the Six of Swords. So this is the desire for balance. This is the desire to do the right thing. The Six of Swords is, again, moving away from a difficult emotional situation. So, again, I feel that you just... Yes? sorry. Sorry. Again, I feel that there's that need to have balance. This could be both of you in this connection. This could be both of you kind of in this kind of waiting period to really move this forward. Again, because there's that desire to, you know, have that balance between your heart and your mind. It's that desire to kind of feel secure. It's also the desire to do the right thing. You do have the Ace of Pentacles and you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is wanting to start something solid. This is, you know, wanting to really be in a good place, to really be in a strong place in this connection. So again, I think that the Snake card just indicates that you're just still very tense about it. And it could be the person you're connecting with also. It could be that the person that you're connecting with might be a little bit snappy, or, you know, or it's just like really uncertain between the two of you. But I think that there's just kind of that fear to really dive into it, to really dive into the temptation aspect of it, because it is such a temptation, it is such a pull, that in past experiences, when you followed your passion and your temptation, it led you, you know, it led you on the wrong path. And so I think that you and this person maybe both just want to make sure that this isn't just some, you know, strong desire, you know what I mean? Just, you know, a fly-by-night thing. You both maybe want to really have that comfort in the emotional aspect of it. Give me one more on the Tower, please. Yeah. It's a, yeah. You and this person both kind of see that this is a big deal. With the Magician card and the Three of Wands and the Judgment card, this is a really strong connection. This also requires to really be open to this. And also with the Magician card, the desire to feel in control, to feel like you have everything you need to move forward. So the Three of Wands is really about kind of seeing what the options are, and really like making plans for the long-term future. So again, I feel that you've made this really strong connection to this person. You really feel a lot of peace in this. You're really wanting to move this forward. I think, you know, the person that you're connecting with is feeling the same way. But I do feel that both of you in some aspect have really dealt with difficulties in relationships in the past. I think that you both mirror each other a lot on that. And so there's a hesitancy in really taking that big step forward, but there is the preparation of it. I think that you're both like really trying to get into this grounded and balanced place. Okay, is there any other messages? Oh, I love that card so much. I love these cards. Okay. Wow. Okay, so you have this childhood card and you have the Shamrock card. Both of these indicate that soulmate, that very strong soulmate connection, that very abundant love. This type of soulmate connection, it's like that, they call it a past life connection, because there's that instant comfort in the connection, and it takes you back to that really innocent place. But being in that innocent place means you're very vulnerable, and there's a lot of fear in being vulnerable. And so I think that's where this Whip card comes in. It's like that desire, you know, it's so good. It's like so good. It feels so good. It's like that you have that desire to kind of get it under control, because you don't want to like stir a bunch of stuff up. You don't want to, you know, rock the boat. You don't want to go through any of this turmoil again. But this, you know, those types of connections require you to feel comfortable in being vulnerable, because it's in those types of connections you both sense each other, and you both can sense the insecurities. You both take on the other person's insecurities. I do want to say also within these types of really strong connections, it brings up a lot of, if there's any like buried like childhood insecurities, like childhood negative emotions, like traumas, it'll like stir that kind of, those kind of fears back up. Let me get one more on this though. I think overall it's just the desire to feel grounded and feel in control before taking that big step forward. The hangman, yeah. Not wanting to do the wrong thing. And the Two of Swords, yeah. Yeah, that's 100% what it is. The Hangman and the Peace card, this is kind of holding off, holding off making a decision. The Four of Pentacles indicates, a little bit of insecurity. But again, I think the insecurity, again, is there's still healing from past stuff going on. And the Emperor is that desire to feel grounded and feel confident before moving forward. So this could be that person. You might find that person has pulled back a little bit. But again, I do feel that it is both of you. I do feel that in these types of connections, you really mirror each other. Again, I do feel that there's somebody maybe just waiting for that ultimate sign from the universe, like that ultimate green light to go ahead. You have the ring, so that's your sign. What else do we have? The Nine of Swords, yeah. The Nine of Swords just indicates being in that really contemplative mode. But I think that also you're finding that the more you're thinking of this person all the time, this person is thinking of you all the time. So I do feel that it's right to the point where it's taking that big step forward. And so there's like, wait a minute, kind of, yeah. I'm just going to pull one more card for you for a final message. The Thinking Woman. Action. I'll tie it up. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The Thinking Woman and all tied up. This is telling you how things can go from contemplating something, looking at the pros and cons of something, to overthinking a situation. This is saying that this is limiting belief system. This is like a scarcity mindset. This is like thinking so much that you're hesitant in making a move forward. This might be the person that you're connecting with. You might be waiting for them to communicate to you, but they're just in this overthinking mode. But then we do have the Action card and we do have Strategy card. So I do feel that both of you are really, really kind of making a plan for this, really thinking everything out, because again, I think that both of you want to do the right thing in this. So there is forward movement coming in this connection, and I do feel that once it starts moving forward, it's going to be moving forward very, very fast. So enjoy the break. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm sending you guys much, much love. Have an amazing week. Bye-bye.